One of the defining characteristics of this current golden age of modern acoustic guitar luthiery is the exploration and refinement of iconic designs of the early 20th century. The Dreadnought guitar, in particular, when reimagined as a fingerstyle instrument, has proved to be a rich source of sonic excellence. The Greenfield G2 model is a superb example of what can happen when the power and force of a Dreadnought is given direction and focus as a super responsive guitar for the fingerstyle player. This example is made from an exceptional set of old-growth, private reserve Brazilian Rosewood and a Port Orford cedar soundboard. Now this is going to be fun. Yeah. Michael Greenfield describes his G2 model as a big guitar that does dreadnoughty things. It's definitely more focused, particularly in the mid-range, than a standard Dread. It's a lattice-braced, modern instrument designed for an immediate response, a wide dynamic range, and a large sonic spectrum to explore. This instrument was commissioned by a player who loves cedar-top guitars and plays fingerstyle with a subtle, nuanced right-hand action. As such, the emphasis was on sophistication, articulation, clarity, and immediacy of response. Aside from this, the guitar was to be elegant but unadorned. There is no inlay as such other than the Greenfield logo in the headstock and the Brazilian Rosewood surrounds on the spalted beech rosette. The G2 is designed around a 655mm scale length, that's 25.78 inches, and although it has been compared to some Modified Dreadnought in terms of power and response, this particular example is closer in character and intent to something like an Olsen Small Jumbo. It remains, however, very much a Greenfield guitar. This is a large instrument, but ergonomic touches such as the rib bevel, arm bevel, and palm away, all executed in ebony and inspired by the work of Michael's mentor Grit Laskin, help to make this a very manageable and comfortable guitar. Let's talk for a moment about Brazilian rosewood. You may have seen another video on my channel, and indeed a recent article I wrote for Guitarist magazine, where Michael Greenfield and I look at this and other rare and beautiful woods.
People talk about bell-like wood. It doesn't get any more bell-like. A wooden bell, but...
This set of Brazilian rosewood came from Michael's private reserve. It is exceptionally well cut, quarter-sawn wood that was chosen for its sonic characteristics within the context of this instrument, and also, of course, stability throughout its lifetime. Now, Port Orford cedar we have seen before on this channel, in a beautiful Greenfield G3 in African pink ivory. Gorgeous wood. At first glance it looks very much like a gently aged spruce top, but it's not. Once again, this set was chosen for its potential as part of a refined, warm, immediate guitar. The neck is made from mahogany and it joins the body at the 14th fret. The private reserve Madagascar ebony fretboard is conventionally fretted. There's no multi-scale action going on here. This guitar will spend much of its life in standard tuning, although it may get some dadgad experience as things progress. As always, the musical examples in this showcase are in both those tunings. We have the proprietary Greenfield tone halo design in the radial back bracing, billet split spruce bracing on the soundboard with no run out, and a structured rim assembly to add strength and allow the soundboard and back to be light and alive, while of course enhancing the monopole mobility by focusing the mechanical impedance between the rim and the soundboard itself. It has been an absolute joy to share this guitar with you today. It is a staggeringly beautiful instrument, even though it's had less than an hour's playing time. And I sincerely hope I get the chance to hear it again in the years to come. Congratulations to its owner. Thank you very much indeed for letting me spend some time with it today. And thank you to you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay tuned.